Ladies and gentlemen, some of you guys have already heard about this story a little bit from our channel. We have a small update, and I say a small update because there is a long way to go with this particular story. And it involves some mixed stories. It also involves a, a mother who was not dealing with the biological father of this kid. I don't really remember what happened to the biological father and why he's not in this particular kid's life, or was, I should say. But she was dealing with the guy who was the stepfather of this kid. They broke up, but the stepfather continued to be in this kid's life, which I think is an interesting dynamic. And I'm gonna tell you guys this: I'm not even mad at that. I'll tell you, just straight up and down. I've actually had situations where if I stop being in a relationship with a woman and continue to keep in touch for the kids, I've done that before in the past. I have. So I can respect that to a certain extent. Okay? So I want people to just kind of understand where I'm coming from with that. But with this particular story, there was a transfer that was supposed to happen from the stepfather to the babysitter, from the babysitter to the biological mom. I'm going to say that again. This baby boy in this story, which is King Hill, that's the name of this baby boy, and you'll see his picture right there. He was with the biological father, and the biological father transferred the baby from himself to the babysitter, which is this person that y'all see on my screen, and boy, do I have a lot to say about her. Okay? She was supposed to take this kid from herself to the mother, and that did not happen. I personally have my thoughts and feelings about it, about what I think happened, but all of that is going to be pure speculation, so that is your disclaimer. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to be saying is going to be speculation because we don't know at this point. Why? Because people lie. They're lying on children. They're lying about the whereabouts of these kids. And even in a sense like this, we believe that this baby is dead. I'm sorry to tell you guys that. We don't even know what a body is. It's only one person that knows what happened to this kid, and that broad is lying. Now, police in Philadelphia have arrested a babysitter on murder and related counts in connection to the disappearance of a 2-year-old boy nearly 2 weeks ago. That baby boy right there. Beautiful baby boy. Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner on Monday announced 9 charges. Woo! Let's say that again. The DA announced 9 charges against the 24-year-old person that had him last, which is, let me get her face up on the screen. Boy, that is a face that the devil can only love. That woman or that thing or that creature, she looks kind of like that thing off of Bart versus the Space Mutants. I don't know if y'all remember that video game on NES, but that's what she looks like. She looks like like them aliens that walk around when they got the shit on their head, right? She looked wild and crazy. As a matter of fact, let me say this, and I don't mean no disrespect. Yes, I do. But I don't mean no disrespect. But God dog, in my personal opinion, I think there should be like a line of demarcation where if you reach a certain level of ugliness, like unattractiveness, then I don't think you should be allowed to babysit children. Is that mean of me to say that? I apologize if that's mean of me to say that. I just think that on a scale of 1 to 100, 100 being like really, really attractive and 0 being like just damn, I'd say I'd give her about a 12. I'd give her about a good 12, maybe an 11. But Lord have mercy, I don't think she should have been around this kid. And why people are so trusting of their kids around people who are not family members. Yeah, I know family members can do some crazy things too, but I'm just saying. I know that sounds crazy. I'm just saying. Let me take a pause for the cause real quick because we did have people donate. And these are people who appreciate what we do here. Kim W., thank you. Brooke Valentine, CEO, Secretary of Information, took the $10 challenge, thank you. And already donated before that, by the way. I'm proud of what you do. I love the AFC. That's Henrietta Clark, as well as Tiffany Jones, who joined the channel membership and also took on the $10 challenge, as well as a couple more people. Let me read them off, and we're going to continue with the story. And that is going to be from Susan. Susan R in Cash App, Tasha Daniels in Cash App, Dre the Dream. So Tasha donated twice. Okay, so she did take on the talent challenge. Thank you so much. Tanisha P and Pamela Trickett. And also in PayPal, that is Laura K and LaQuisha Esther, always showing love. Let me continue with the story, okay? Let's keep going. I want to make sure that you guys understand this. This baby's body has not been found. I initially wrote it a little bit wrong in my title because I thought they found the body, but I think they found information to realize that this baby boy was dead, which is a little bit of a difference. They're still actively looking for the body. Now, in my opinion, they have the person in custody. That's the biological mother. We'll talk about her here in a minute. They have the person in custody that they believe is responsible for the death of this baby boy, but she can't even give them a body? Like, that's just insane. What she did was insane, but let's keep talking more about this. This baby boy would have turned 3 years old at the end of this month. Isn't that something? That's crazy. Now, that woman's name is Tianna Parks. I might have said her name wrong. Tiana, T-I-A-N-N-A, Parks, P-A-R-K-S. She is 24 years old. Let me get her picture back up on the screen. See if I can find her real quick. Right hand side of the screen. When Satan made her, man, he broke the mold. They say she's 24 years old, man. She looked like she's somebody's great-grandmother. I promise you that. But, again, Tiana Parks was arrested Sunday morning and was arraigned on a felony and misdemeanor charges on Monday afternoon. And I want you guys to remember that the DA announced 9 charges against her. 9. She was ordered and held without bail. She got no bail. I think they got it right with this particular story, okay? Now, police say that King was in Tiana Parks' care and custody when he was reported missing on July the 8th by his stepfather. Not the biological father, but I digress. Now, during a press conference on Monday, the lead homicide investigator that said that King's last sighting was on July the 5th, the day after the 4th of July. His stepfather by the name of Marvin Reese. So we have a name. M-A-R-V-I-N-R-E-E-S-E. Marvin Reese is the stepfather who passed custody from himself to Tiana Parks. But he went to the police. So I can at least respect the fact that not only was he trying to continue to be in this kid's life when he didn't have any duty to do so, but the fact that he also saw something and said something, he realized something was wrong, and he called the police. I can respect that, okay? Now, Krasner's press release stated in the investigation led by the Philadelphia police and the FBI has uncovered a cell phone and video evidence that concluded that baby King Hill is dead. The FBI uncovered a cell phone and video evidence. Here's my question for the people who are listening. Please click the thumbs up, share the stream, and let other people know that we're live. Thank you to everybody that's already clicked that thumbs up. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What kind of pictures and videos do y'all think was recorded of this baby boy that proved that he is indeed dead? I'm sorry I have to use foul language, but what the fuck do y'all think that she recorded to prove that this baby was dead, that the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, found on her? What do y'all think that she did to this 2-year-old baby? Did she sell him into something? Like did she take on a payment and did something heinous to him? Did she do it herself? God only knows what she did, but we do know this. If they have video evidence, then we're at least going to find out in court documents what that creature from Bart versus the Space Mutants did to this baby. Tiana Parks. Jesus Christ, man. According to officials, Tiana Parks was among the first people to be interviewed by police and the FBI in the wake of baby King's disappearance. Virtually everything, and they said virtually everything that she told us was refuted by evidence that the FBI and the Philadelphia Police Department developed, said Anthony Vacci, chief of the Philadelphia DA's office homicide unit. So they found out that she was lying because they already had a bunch of information against her. So she talked herself in a corner. Now, Amber Hill, which is the biological mother, let me see if I can get her face on the screen with the tattoos. I told y'all I just don't like people with face tattoos. I think they're crazy. That's a personal opinion. But if you got face tattoos and teardrops and names written across your face, I'm sorry, you've already written yourself off as not a good person. I'm sorry. I know the mom ain't gonna like that. I know people out there listening might not like me judging her on her face tattoos and chin hair. I say if you give her a couple of years, she might have as much chin hair as me. Just saying. That looks crazy. Those face tattoos look crazy, man. They really do. That's Amber Hill. The biological mother said that her son had gone to stay with the father of the older daughter weeks earlier, which was a routine, which I think that's the stepfather, Marvin Reese. But 2 weeks ago, Reese asked Hill if she picked up King from the home of his friend, Parks, at the corner of 33rd and Diamond Streets, reported by the news, which is Fox 29. Hill said that she did not pick up King and that she said she had not seen Parks in weeks. Parks told the police Hill did not collect her son, claiming that she had handed off the toddler to his mother at the corner of 31st and Montgomery Streets. I'm sorry, but that sounds incredibly dumb and stupid. Hashtag babies for benefits. Thank you. That's an AFC hashtag. Hashtag when you date thugs, you date death. That's also an AFC hashtag. If you see people type that, you know it came from us, okay? Here's my question. And I asked this in the previous stream, and I'm going to ask it again until somebody produces an answer that makes sense. When you have a baby that's dead and ends up missing, I'm sorry, I have to question the parents. I have to. So for the biological mom to be the one to have custody of this baby, what were you doing that was so important that you had to leave your child so often with the stepfather? Were you working that many hours at your job? Did you even have a job? Were you living on Section 8? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. But it seems like she was a bit too candid of leaving her precious baby boy with this man who was the stepfather, who seems like he's a good guy. I'm hoping he's a good guy. But left her son with this creature one too many times. And so here's another thing I want to throw out there about Tiana Parks. If she filmed this and did something heinous that caused this boy to end up dead, that baby boy right there, then I want to know how many other times has she probably violated this baby boy? Huh? Hello? Are y'all listening out there? Hello? How many other times has that woman been left alone with this baby boy who cannot speak for himself, nor could he defend himself against the tyranny of somebody that came straight up out of a video game? Huh? There's nothing this baby boy could have done. He has to just deal with whatever's done to him. And I can guarantee you this. There is nothing that precious innocent soul right there that you see on my screen, there's nothing he could have did to deserve what he got. I just don't think enough people cared about him. When King's stepfather realized that the 2-year-old was nowhere to be found, he reported him missing to the police. I blame myself for even trusting my baby's father with my son, Hill told CBS Philadelphia. Well, that's not her baby's father. She said that was the stepfather. I thought he was in good hands, and he gave him to this woman, the woman I don't know, that he knows, and now my son is deceased. That don't even make any sense. So is he the biological father? Is he not? They said he wasn't the biological father. She's saying that he's the dad. But how's he the dad if you're not married? That's your ex-boyfriend, but y'all not together. And he's still spending time with your kid. I told y'all, this is confusing. I'm sorry, and it pisses me off. If the whereabouts of your kid is that confusing, then I don't think that what you were doing should have been done. I think that's a simple concept. The people in the chat seem to understand. I know there's some people out there. Matter of fact, I know that there's some people in my chat from the Philadelphia area and from the East Coast that understand what I'm trying to say. If it's that complicated to explain, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. Just saying. Police detectives and an official from the DA's office broke the news of King's death to his family. So here's what I want y'all to understand. They don't have a body. They don't have this baby boy's body. His body has not been recovered yet. I'm assuming it probably will. I'm probably not going to do an update when they do find the body, because there is a body, because they are confirming that he's dead, because they have video evidence and pictures to prove that he is dead. All they don't have at this point is a body. The death of King Hill is an unbearable tragedy that is compounded by Tiana Parks' actions, Krasner stated. This precious baby's family and community deserve to know how he died. They deserve the opportunity to bury and mourn him with dignity. Now, Kimberly Ward, who is King's maternal grandmother, which you'll hear on video here in a moment, said that all she wants now is to bring her grandson's body home. Wherever he is at, whatever happened to him, just bring him home so we can put him to rest. I'm going to give you guys the fair usage and let you take a look at the news videos. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. We got 430 people here. Guys, can we get 400 thumbs up? If we do, that'll bring in more people. We only need 70 more people here. Does anybody want to take a guess as what y'all believe that this woman recorded doing to this baby boy that caused him to die? Anybody want to take a guess? Y'all can post it in the chat. I'm not going to say it on air. Let's go.
Update today in the case of a toddler who had been missing for 2 weeks. In a news conference this afternoon, authorities announced that a babysitter has been charged with murder in the death of 2-year-old King Hill. Action News reporter Annie McCormick is live outside police headquarters with an update on that case. Annie.
Yeah, and Jeanette, so many questions still remain, including the motive. But police say that they are confident that the babysitter did kill King Hill. Now his family is saying they are begging her to please reveal where his body is.
To date, the body of toddler King Hill has yet to be recovered.
24-year-old Tiana Parks is charged with the murder of 2-year-old King Hill. Police say King's stepfather filed a missing persons report on July 8th after the toddler's mother said Parks never met or called her to exchange King. The stepfather says he gave the child to Parks 2 weeks prior to the missing persons report. The FBI stepped in, working with SVU and ultimately homicide. Authorities say Parks lied to them, but cell phone and video evidence left them confident enough to charge her.
We don't right now have the mechanism of King Hill's death. We don't know the date of his death, and we don't know the location of his death, nor do we know where Ms. Parks disposed of his body. But we know, based on the evidence that we have, that he was in fact killed by Ms. Parks.
I came around and the detectives told me that she killed him. She won't tell.
Just so y'all know, the woman speaking right now is the grandmother, okay? Please help share the memory of this baby, y'all. We're at 227 thumbs up. We got enough people here to click that thumbs up all at one time. Just look down for a moment and click that thumbs up. I know you might think it doesn't matter, but it does help our channel because we're a small channel. Just click that thumbs up if y'all would, please. Try to get us up to 400 thumbs up, and we could do that kind of quick together, okay? Thank you.
Where he is, where the body is.
King's grandmother, Kimberly Hill, spoke to Action News Sunday evening, hours after police told them King was dead. Police say he was last seen July 5th. He would have turned 3 at the end of the month.
Wherever he's at, whatever happened to him, just bring him back so we can put him to rest. That's all we want. And his birthday is the 29th. He was amazing. Everybody loved King. They see him on the videos I posted to let everybody see that his mother loves him.
And Jeanette, police will not reveal today what is in that video evidence that made them so confident to charge Parks. They also would not say right now whether or not there is anybody else that they do believe is involved. They said that they do not at this time think that the stepfather or the mother is involved in this. They are asking for any information in regards to finding King still, that if the public has any of that information, they should contact police. For now, reporting live outside of police headquarters, Annie McCormick, Channel 6 Action News.
And I don't know if some of you guys remember that dude that tried to argue me down and talk about that little boys aren't out here being kidnapped and raped. This is another example. I truly believe that something really heinous happened to this boy, and maybe what this woman did was she tried to cover it up by ending his life. I really don't know, but all I can say is I'm thankful that there is a recording. Let me say that, because otherwise we might not have known. But there are people out there dumb enough in the world to record their crimes. I'm just saying, we got to be thankful for something.
But we can tell you that the FBI, state police, along with Philadelphia police, all searched for this child. And they say it was a lot of evidence, video, cell phone records that helped them to lead to this end. The end that the director of the Philadelphia FBI office says no one in the city wanted to see. The fact that they have discovered that this 2-year-old boy was murdered.
I can't get him back. I can't even get his body. So I can't even lay him to rest.
Amber Hill says her life is forever changed. After 2 weeks of pleading for help in finding her son, 2-year-old King Hill, she says she learned he was killed.
2 years old, birthday coming up. I mean, I could just imagine that. I mean, they was trying to give me details, what was happening. I just couldn't hear it.
King was reported missing by his mother's ex-boyfriend on July 8th. He had been caring for the child since the end of May. Police say the man gave the child to Tiana Parks, a longtime friend, and told police Parks was babysitting the child from the end of June to early July. King was last seen alive on July 4th and 5th, and police say it was sometime after that they think Parks killed him. Police searched her apartment 2 weeks ago and interviewed her. And at every turn, police say Parks lied about where she was and what she had done with the child.
Whatever she done, that we will never recover his body.
We don't right now have the mechanism of King Hill's death. We don't know the date of his death, and we don't know the location of his death, nor do we know where Ms. Parks disposed of his body. But we know, based on the evidence that we have, that he was in fact killed by Ms. Parks.
NBC 10 has learned Parks was supposed to talk with police yesterday, but instead checked herself into a local hospital. And once she was released, police arrested her this morning. They tell us Parks had been caring for the child for approximately 2 weeks before she killed him. But why is a question they have not answered. Tonight they say Parks is in jail, held without bail. Now, again, not a lot of answers here from police, but they do say that this case is not over. They are continuing to investigate it. And maybe you saw King or you saw Parks somewhere between July 4th and July 8th. Maybe what you saw, they say, could lead them to more information about this. Maybe where his remains are, maybe how or when he was killed. So if you have seen him or you saw Parks, police do want to hear from you.
See something, say something. And no, Ginger, I do not believe there's a GoFundMe. If I'm wrong, if somebody in the chat knows if there's a GoFundMe, type it and let us know in the chat, okay? But no, I don't think there's a GoFundMe. And matter of fact, thank you, Jaja Rose, for your donation. So I want to thank you by name. So appreciate that. Matter of fact, if you guys want to type in a comment in there, if I'm not sure about what your chat name is, you could also type your chat name so I'll know how to refer to you in there, so I don't call out your real name or anything. But much love. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's keep going.
Reporting live outside police headquarters, Deanna Durante, NBC 10 News.
So much we still don't know, Deanna. Thank you.
And our coverage of this breaking story continues at 5 o'clock. NBC 10's Brandon Hudson went to the suspect.
Thank you, Dre. Dre said recording, they're still evaluating the recording. Okay. I would love to know soon.
Suspect's neighborhood to learn more about the woman accused of killing the toddler. He's working on that part of the story. All new for NBC 10 News at 5.
Yeah, Jim and Aaron, we tried to connect the dots between the father figure in King Hill's life and the suspected killer. We went to the street where Tiana Parks lives, and we found neighbors who also want answers. At 53rd and Montgomery, neighbors in disbelief over the death of 2-year-old King Hill.
It's very frightening because we have children that run around and play all day. I have a 2-year-old grandson.
For Celestine Bridges, it hurts hearing investigators say Tiana Parks killed a child the same age as her grandson. Police say Parks lived down the street from Celestine, but they didn't know each other. The grandmother told us the search for King Hill turned her usually quiet neighborhood upside down.
The FBI, they was here, they was knocking on doors. We would watch them every day come out, and they had the dogs out. They was taking out evidence. They was coming out with boxes of evidence.
I was sitting on the porch one day when I did hear a mother say, "Mom, where's my son?" on the phone.
Police say Marvin Reese, a father figure to King, filed a missing persons report July 8th. Reese told authorities he left King with Tiana Parks to babysit. We went to the address listed for Reese to ask questions about his relationship with the suspected killer. No one answered the door.
So to answer your question in the chat, I'm looking at what y'all are typing. J4K Gang said the babysitter said she brought the boy back to the mom, and the mom said no, she never brought him back. So yes, the baby was given from the stepdad to the babysitter, and the babysitter killed the kid on camera. That's what it sounds like. That's crazy, man. I don't know how people are just so trusting with these little bitty babies like that. I don't get it. I really don't know. Pamela Trickett said, I don't know how you do it. It must be hard. I got to tell you, ask anybody who does what I do. Ask Relationship Rehab. Ask my brother Tommy. Ask Chris Thorns. Ask anybody. These stories are hard to do. There are days when I have uncontrollable headaches. I have panic attacks sometimes. You know, I can't sleep sometimes. It is a bit difficult, but it's worth it to me. I can deal with the stress. I try to eat healthier to deal with the things that it does to my body. So, you know, it's very stressful though, just to know what these babies go through. But it's worth it. I can dedicate myself to my daughter and these kids and dedicate my time. I feel like it's worth it. I feel like everybody on this earth has a purpose. And I believe that the AFC, it's not a me thing, it's a we thing. I believe we have a purpose. Tiba for Life sent in a $30 super chat. She took on the $10 challenge for 3 people. Said, keep up the good work. Tiba for Life, love. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Let's keep going.
At this time, police say Tiana Parks is solely responsible for King Hill's death.
And the circumstances surrounding the loss of King Hill has left the entire community shaken.
The entire city was hoping for a much different outcome in this investigation.
And I can't even say it's because of stuff that I went through. I came from a great family. If my mom and dad are listening, shout out to them. I love them. I always teach from things that they taught me growing up, whether it be some positive things or maybe some things I think we should have did different. Overall, I had great parents. I just think that it's just like when you see something fucked up with what's happening to these kids, it's just like you can't help but to get pissed off. Just period. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica Cassidy sent out a $25 super chat. I said, I love you guys. We can we have to keep on posting and hope that we reach some of these people before they act out on these evil thoughts. That's my point. Jamaica Cassidy, I could not have said that any better, love. Thank you so much. The point of this is we continue to keep telling these stories in hope that it saves a life. We cannot save a dead baby, but what we can do is make somebody think once, twice, and 3 times about the consequences before you decide to hurt another kid. And if we see something, we're going to say something. Let's get it.
And we found no prior court cases for Tiana Parks. We did call her attorney, but he has not responded by our deadline. Reporting live here in West Philly, I'm Brandon Hudson, NBC 10 News.
So much more to learn, Brandon. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Now, that's actually a great question. And we got somebody that's not even a channel member. And I told y'all, I pay attention to what you write. Reese said, was the babysitter involved with the stepdad? That is a great question. Addie said there is no GoFundMe. So there you go. I don't think that if you don't have life insurance on your kid, then I don't think you deserve a GoFundMe. I'll just throw that out there. But to answer your question, Reese said, was the babysitter involved with the stepdad? To me, it sounded like she was. It sounds like the stepdad was fucking the babysitter. Excuse my language. Personal opinion, I don't know either one of them. I think he was, but how do I know? I don't know. I wasn't in their bedroom. I don't know. But the mom said that she didn't know who the hell this babysitter was. Y'all did notate that, right? Y'all put a notation in there, and you did take note of that. The mom said, the biological mom said, I don't know who this bitch is. This woman by the name of Tiana Parks, the mom didn't know who she was. That's strange.
On July 8th at 8:30 p.m., a missing person report was taken at the operations room of the 24th Police District. This report was made by Mr. Marvin Reese, the stepfather of 2-year-old King Hill. Mr. Reese informed authorities that he had dropped off Toddler Hill to a babysitter that he identified as Tianna Parks, approximately 2 weeks prior to him making the report. Mr. Reese further stated that he had spoken to Tiana Parks and that Ms. Parks had told him that she had turned the toddler over to his mother, Amber Hill, who had been in the company of an unknown male who was armed with a gun, and this took place somewhere in the area of 31st and Montgomery on July 7th. According to Mr. Reese,
I'm sorry, I just don't understand how you're trusting of these stepmothers, step-parents, stepfathers, godmother, godfather. I don't see how people are that trusting of people they really don't know. Let me give a shout out. I did get yours, and Sheila Cherry in the chat sent us in I don't want to read her amount. She said, the AFC, God bless these precious souls, rest in heaven, King. Sheila Cherry is always knocking it out the park like she's Mark McGuire. Sheila Cherry, from my heart to yours, thank you, love, for your cash app. Thank you.
he has known Tiana Parks for several years, and Parks oftentimes assists him in.
Let me also say thank you to Denise S. in the PayPal. I don't want to read your full name. I don't want to get you called out or get you trolled. Also to Karen W. Karen W. said, keep advocating for these children. There are not enough people in the world that do what you do. Don't give up the fight. That's encouraging to me, and I love that message. So if you're listening, thank y'all over there in the PayPal and thank y'all in the Cash App. Let's keep going.
Caring for the toddler. An intensive investigation.
Hashtag babies for benefits. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you.
Into the whereabouts of King Hill.
Make sure if you guys ever use those, like in any other people's chats, make sure you let them know that it came from the AFC. Like I say, I want us to start mattering more. I think our channel matters a lot, okay? So we're the AFC. It's not a me thing, it's a we thing. Let's represent us.
Was immediately initiated by the Philadelphia Police Department's Special Victims Unit. Other units within the police department also became involved, as well as the Pennsylvania State Police and various entities within the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Veronica said they found his body. Are you serious? Can somebody confirm that, please? If they found his body, somebody please confirm it. I'll look it up right now.
Ultimately, this investigation was reassigned to the police department's homicide unit once it became apparent that King Hill's babysitter, Tiana Parks, may be directly responsible for the child's disappearance. To date, the body of toddler King Hill has yet to be recovered. On Sunday, July 19th, an arrest warrant was obtained for Tiana Parks, charging her with murder and related offenses in reference to the disappearance.
Katrina, do me a favor, sweetheart, and please, nobody block her, time her out. Katrina Green, please let me say this, sweetheart, okay? There is a ton of news videos on YouTube and everywhere. If you just Google search King Hill, sweetheart, you could watch this without my commentary. The only people that are here, and I promise you, I'm not trying to call you out. It's a lot of people that say what you're saying. I paused this because people are here to hear my commentary. We have 506 people who are here that already know this happened. A lot of people already have heard some of this story. Most of the people here are here to hear my commentary. So if you don't want to hear my commentary, then all I ask for you to do is just say, have a blessed night, and just exit my channel. Just Google search the story. I'm not a news station. I am here to give my thoughts and commentary on this story, and I'm here to interact with the people in the chat. That's what we're here to do. So moderators, y'all don't have to do anything at all. We're just going to give those people respect and hope that they understand where we're coming from, okay? Let's keep going.
And presumed death of toddler King Hill. Ms. Parks was subsequently taken into custody at 12:45 a.m. this morning.
Here's the next video.
Story, though, a tragic ending to the search for a missing 2-year-old boy. Police confirmed today that King Hill is dead, and this woman, the babysitter, has been charged with his murder. Her name is Tiana Parks, and police say she repeatedly lied to investigators about what happened to that little boy. I'm Shayna Humphreys.
I'm Jason Martinez, and what makes this even more...
Guys, I can't find anything about them finding a body. I don't think they found a body yet. I don't know how... I don't think that's accurate, to be honest with you. Karen Grayley sent in a $5 super chat, and my sister said, what kind of mother goes 2 weeks without seeing your baby? This stepdad knows more and is complicit of the murder by delivering this boy to this animal. Karen, I said that when we started, and I agree with you. When I did this story, when it first came out, I agree with you. Call-ins tonight, yes. If y'all disagree, you can call in tonight. Yes, we can do it. Look at April McDaniel, man. Knocking it out the park. Definitely appreciate that. Knocking it out the park like Sammy Sosa. Sent in a $50 super chat and said, you're amazing. So April McDaniel, thank you, love. I appreciate that. Don't forget that YouTube takes 30% of whatever you're seeing. So it's easier if you send it to Cash App and PayPal, especially for larger amounts like that. So, but I'll take it however you give it, April. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Veronica V took on the $10 challenge, said, have lunch on me. Veronica V, love, thank you for your support. I appreciate that. So, yeah, if y'all have the StreamYards link, you can repost it in the chat so people can get ready to call in tonight if they disagree with anything that I've said. If they don't disagree, then we'll bring in the other people, and then we'll chop it up. And I'll only give us about 60 minutes to do that as a collective.
More heartbreaking and disturbing as police believe King Hill was murdered before they were told he was missing. Let's get to our Kelly Rule live at Philadelphia Police Headquarters
400 people or 400 thumbs up. Click that thumbs up, please. Thank you.
Tonight. Kelly.
Hey, Shannon and Jason. So investigators would not get into details, but they tell us they have cell phone and video evidence that makes them very confident that this babysitter, Tiana Parks, is responsible. But as you said, in a very tragic turn of events, they do not know what she did with King, where she did it, when she did it, or where King is now. That's all King's mom and grandmother want to know. As you can imagine, they are devastated.
I thought he was alive.
Amber Hill says she never gave up hope her 2-year-old baby boy, King Hill, was safe somewhere until detectives showed up at her door Sunday afternoon.
I keep calling detectives to see if it's real. They tell me yes, so you know. It's true.
That was the worst day of my life. Yesterday when she called me, she was like, Mom, he's dead. I was like, what?
Philadelphia police announced Monday King Hill was killed. They arrested his babysitter, Tiana Parks, at a hospital early Monday morning for his murder. Back on July 8th, police say King's stepfather, Marvin Reese, reported King missing after babysitter Parks told Reese she gave King back to his mom, Amber. Amber said King was never returned to her, and she never met Parks.
I never knew where.
According to Mr. Reese, he has known Tiana Parks for several years, and Parks oftentimes assists him in caring for the toddler.
Police say Reese gave King to Parks to babysit 2 weeks before he was reported missing on July 8th. Investigators say a collaboration between Philly police, the FBI, and the district attorney's office led to cell phone and video evidence that proved Parks killed King before July 8th.
When Ms. Parks was interviewed, virtually everything that she told us was refuted by the evidence.
Investigators would not comment on what the evidence specifically shows, but they do not believe anyone else was involved in King's murder, including King's mom and stepfather.
It's hard right now for my family, you feel me? It's hard for everybody.
Absolutely heartbreaking. So police say some witnesses did come forward and report that they saw King Hill alive back on July 4th and 5th. But again, investigators do believe that he was.
I'm still tripping on what Karen Grayley said, because she's right. Who would just let their kid be gone for days and days like that with the stepdad? Now, granted, they're not blaming it on the stepdad, but the stepdad put this kid in the hands of somebody that killed the kid. I'm sorry, you got to kind of be held accountable for that. You would think.
Was killed before he was reported missing on July 8th. So, of course, they want anybody with information on his whereabouts during that time frame to still come forward. Very much an active and ongoing.
Yuki, now to a sad ending for the case of 2-year-old King Hill. The toddler disappeared in early July, as we know, and authorities say that he is dead and his babysitter is now facing charges related to his murder. Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do joins us from outside police headquarters with the very latest on this disturbing story. Hi, Trang.
Hi, Jess. Well, police tell me they have no reason to believe that anyone else.
I don't know what that music is in the background. I might have to go to the next video. We only got a couple videos left.
Is involved in the death of King.
Yeah, we're going to have to skip that. I don't like that.
To some new developments this afternoon in the case of a missing Philadelphia toddler. Authorities say
if y'all ask questions in the chat, I can answer. Did the stepdad have his daughter that long? Don't know yet. Don't know yet. Not sure, Love Dixon. Good question, though.
A 2-year-old King Hill was allegedly killed by his babysitter.
You know what? That's actually true. Pamela Trickett is right. That's technically child endangerment if you put your child in a dangerous environment, but it depends on what he knew. It depends on what he knew. And right now, the police don't believe he did anything wrong. So we got to kind of roll with that for now.
Who is now facing.
Got to keep in mind this baby boy King Hill's own daddy wasn't even in his life. The stepfather tried to continue to be in his life, and it seemed like he had been a good person up to this point. The mom, boy, I'm going to get flagged tonight. I'm going to get flagged. I would get flagged if I really told y'all what I think about the biological mom. Do y'all want to hear what I got to say about that? Let me know in the chat, or click that thumbs up if you really want to hear what I got to say. Y'all going to have to make it worth it. Click that thumbs up. Get us up to 400 thumbs up. And I might just really tell y'all what I really think.
Facing charges. Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do is live this afternoon in Center City with the latest details there in the case. Trang.
Well, Janelle, within the hour, Philadelphia police as well as the district attorney's office have confirmed that Tiana Parks, 24 years of age, is the woman charged with King Hill's murder. Now, police say that the man considered to be King's stepfather put the little boy in Parks' care, and that police arrested Parks yesterday after uncovering cell phone video that confirmed the child was killed. Now Parks faces multiple charges, including murder and abuse of corpse. Philadelphia police say King's stepfather reported him missing on July 7th when he realized that Parks, who police described as a babysitter, did not have the 2-year-old. Parks told police she returned the child to his mother at 31st and Diamond Streets. King's mother, Amber,
look, I can't lie. To Shaw Smith said Amber Bowens. Can y'all retype that in the chat? Hashtag Amber Bowens. Y'all put the BBB emoji in the chat. Amber Bowens. That's gonna be the biological mother's new name, Amber Bowens. She don't know shit about. Oh, let me not say it. I'm gonna get in trouble. Let me not say it. Y'all ain't even clicked the thumbs up yet. I'm not gonna even say it.
Hill says that handoff never happened and that she did not know Parks at all. After a nearly 2-week search, Amber Hill says detectives and a representative from the district attorney's office visited her Strawberry Mansion home Sunday to share that Parks would be charged with her son's murder. His body has not yet been recovered.
I can't even get his body. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she was doing to him, I can't even get his body. It's messed my.
That's the biological mom, Amber Hill, a.k.a. Amber Bowens. I'm not saying anything until y'all click that thumbs up. We're stuck at 332 thumbs up. I'm not saying nothing until we hit 400 thumbs up and tell y'all how I really feel about the biological mom. If I'm going to risk getting flagged down, then y'all got to make it worth it for me. Click that thumbs up.
It's messing my whole family up. I just feel like this whole investigation was too long. I think they should have been incarcerated her.
Now, police plan to release more details at a news conference at 1:45 this afternoon. In the meantime, King's family tells me that supporters of the little boy have planned a vigil for him here at Love Park at 1 p.m. But for now, we're live from Center City. I'm Trang Do, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Such a heartbreaking outcome there, Trang. All right, thanks for the update. Back now to our breaking news. A source tells NBC 10 a 2-year-old who has been missing for nearly 2 weeks is dead. That same source tells us police took someone into custody overnight. NBC 10's Miguel Martinez-Valle is live at the police special victims unit in Hunting Park with more. Miguel.
Yeah, and police haven't released the name of the person arrested yet, but we did speak to the mother of 2-year-old King Hill. She says she's absolutely devastated by the news of her son's death.
We got paper life and stuff, and now we got this news that my son been murdered throughout this. I really thought my son was alive.
The news of King's death comes following weeks of group searches and police investigation. The 2-year-old, who would have turned 3 this week, was reported missing July 7th. But his mother, Amber Hill, told us she last saw her son in June when she dropped him off at his stepfather's house. She got concerned when the stepfather texted her to ask if she had picked King up from the babysitter. That babysitter claims she had already returned the child to his mother, but the boy's mother told us she never got him back. Last night, she says police informed her of her son's death and of the arrest.
Right now, it's this an emotional roller coaster for me and my family. You know, we already couldn't sleep because he was missing. We don't get this information that he's dead.
Now, family members say that they now want the child's body back so that they can give their family member a proper funeral, a proper burial. Police say they're going to give more information today at 1:45. I'm Miguel Martinez-Valle, NBC 10 News.
Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not saying nothing until we hit 400 thumbs up. I'm not saying a word. Not getting flagged down for no reason. 400 thumbs up. We almost got 600 people watching, which is cool. Definitely appreciate that. 400 thumbs up. I'll say what I need to say.
My son is deceased, and it's hurtful.
Well, breaking right now at 10 o'clock, the search for 2-year-old King Hill has come to a tragic end. The boy's mother says detectives have confirmed that the child has been killed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Natasha Brown. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Little King Hill was first reported missing on July 7th. Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do is live at police headquarters with reaction from the child's family and the very latest on this investigation. Trang, we know you've been following this from the very beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a heartbreaking update to this story, Natasha. Now, police are not commenting on these latest developments, but I did speak to King Hill's mother earlier tonight, and she says detectives confirmed to her that her son was killed and that they believe they know who was responsible. 10 days before King Hill's 3rd birthday, his family received the horrible news that the missing toddler would not be coming home.
We don't even know where his body is. He's just out there laying somewhere. We don't know. And they said that we might never recover his body. Whatever they told her, My daughter didn't want to hear no more.
Amber Hill says her son was supposed to be in the care of his stepfather. Philadelphia police say King's stepfather reported him missing on July 7th.
Let me back this up. I'm going to just let y'all look at it. I'm not saying nothing. Y'all wanted me to be quiet? I ain't going to say nothing. Woo, Lord. Is there anybody who sees anything odd about this picture? Anybody? Everybody? Come on, chat. Don't all speak at one time. Do any of y'all see anything wrong with this picture? I ain't saying nothing. I promise you, if I end this and we don't get 400 thumbs up, I'm not saying a thing. I'm not saying it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
To be in the care of his stepfather. Philadelphia police say King's stepfather reported him missing on July 7th when he realized a babysitter he trusted with the 2-year-old did not have him. The babysitter told police she returned the child to his mother. A handoff King's mother says never happened.
I blame myself for trusting my baby father with my son, and I thought he was in good hands. And he comes to this woman I don't know, but he knows, and now my son is deceased.
After a nearly 2-week search, Hill says detectives and a representative from the district attorney's office visited her Strawberry Mansion home Sunday to share the devastating update.
I can't even get his body, you know what I'm saying? Whatever she was doing to him, I can't even get his body. It's messing my whole family up. I just feel like this whole investigation was too long. I think they should have been incarcerated her.
Police are not ready to reveal the identity of the person at the center of the investigation, but the toddler's grandmother says the woman is an acquaintance of the boy's stepfather.
I'll just pray for her. I don't wish nothing bad on her. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. Because that's not going to bring my grandson back, but I don't want nothing to happen to her. I leave it to God. God will handle her.
Now the family...
What? I'm not going to say my thoughts. Since don't nobody want to hear my thoughts. Karen Grayley sent in a $5 super chat and said, why would the stepdad ask the mom if she picked up the little boy when the killer said that she already told the dad she dropped him off? The mom is terrible. That's Karen Grayley's words. It's not my words, love. Thank you, Karen Grayley. Salute to you for your $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Hashtag not my words. But I got a lot that I want to say. We are a little bit shy of our goal of 400 thumbs up. I'm just saying. I ain't saying shit until we get there.
Also tells me that they are very upset that an Amber Alert was never issued in King's disappearance. Now, King's grandmother tells me that police told her that they had to know who the little boy was with in order to issue that alert. But for now, we're live from police headquarters. I'm Trang Do, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Natasha, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Trang, just devastating news there. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that.
To some new developments this afternoon in the case of a missing Philadelphia toddler. Authorities say 2-year-old King Hill was allegedly killed by his babysitter, who is now facing charges. Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do is live this afternoon in Center City with the latest details there in the case. Trang.
Well, Janelle, within the hour, Philadelphia police as well as the district attorney's office have confirmed that Tiana Parks, 24 years of age, is the woman charged with King Hill's murder. Now, police say that the man considered to be King's stepfather put the little boy in Parks' care, and that police arrested Parks yesterday after uncovering cell phone video that confirmed the child was killed. Now Parks faces multiple charges, including murder and abuse of corpse. Philadelphia police say King's stepfather reported him missing on July 7th when he realized that Parks, who police described as a babysitter, did not have the 2-year-old. Parks told police she returned the child to his mother at 31st and Diamond Streets. King's mother, Amber Hill, says that handoff never happened and that she did not know Parks at all. After a nearly 2-week search, Amber Hill says detectives and a representative from the district attorney's office visited her Strawberry Mansion home Sunday to share that Parks would be charged with her son's murder. His body has not yet been recovered.
I can't even get his body. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she was doing to him, I can't even get his body. It's messed my.
All right, God dang it. I've had enough. I've had enough. I have had enough. Y'all got me the 400 thumbs up. Are y'all ready to hear what I got to say about the biological mom, Amber Hill, a.k.a. Amber Bowens? Are y'all ready to hear about this? Let's listen to what she said again. Let's back it up like a U-Haul truck. Look at this. Let me ask you guys a question. Let me give a shout out to my guy Tommy, by the way, because this is one of his talking points, and this is something that he has made so clear over the years. If you guys did not notice, there is no man around. Did y'all not notice that? There's no man. Where's the man at? There are no wedding rings. There's all these babies. There's all these tattoos. There's all this fat. There's all this titty. There's all these tattoos on the face. There's all this having sex. There's all this passing kids around. Pass your kid over here. Pass your kid over here. Like your kid is a motherfucking hot potato. Heller, huh? They are literally playing human hot potato with a 2-year-old baby. How in the world do you care about your kid when you let your kid stay with the stepfather? You're not even married to this dude. You're not married to this dude. But who would marry somebody who has tattoos on their face? Huh? And I'm sorry, y'all gonna get mad when I realize that grandma's titties is damn near sitting at the bottom of the chair over there. Do y'all see that? Gross. Gross, granny. Gross. That's gross. Like, do something with that. Put them bitches like on the back of your back or something. Go do something. Go elsewhere. I'm sorry. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys the reason why it goes in on Granny. Y'all want to hear my thoughts? Well, here are my thoughts. The reason why I go in on Granny is because Granny has made this chick, and this chick has made these chicks behind her. All these chicks have done is created this generational dysfunction. Can somebody type that in the chat? Generational dysfunction. This is what y'all came to hear. If y'all came to hear the news, then you came to the wrong goddamn place. This is not a news station. I ain't on nobody's payroll. This ain't WAFC network. This is DJ Just J and the AFC. This is a we thing, all right? All I'm saying is that this is nasty. This is disgusting. They have on hats. And why is it only one of them has a mask on, which is another thing I think is hella egregious. If this COVID thing is really real, then why aren't people taking it seriously if people are really dying in the streets by the dozens? You got one person out of 5 people who have on a mask, and if older people are the most susceptible, then why ain't Granny with the long tits way out to here, out to her knees, sitting damn near on the floor, inside of the middle of her lap, have a mask on? But you got all these people who are probably, I'm assuming, are working class people. I'm assuming that these people have a job. I'm assuming that these nasty ass broads are probably not just sitting around the house having sex and having kids for the sake of having kids, just so you can have Section 8 houses, just so you can have food stamps, just so you can have car vouchers, just so you can have child support, so you can continue to collect babies for benefits. I'm assuming that's not what these women are doing. I'm assuming. I don't know them. But I'm assuming that these people are working class citizens. They pay their taxes. They're good, awesome, wholesome people. But then again, I just don't think that you could put things past people who have motherfucking face tattoos across their goddamn face unless they work in an environment where you don't ever have to see somebody's face. That looks disgusting. I'm sorry, but if I walked into a McDonald's and if you have tattoos across your goddamn face, I'm sorry, I'm going to be like, you know what, ma'am? My hunger changed. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm going to go find me another restaurant to go get my goddamn grub on, right? Got tattoos on your face. I'm not eating at your restaurant. It's disgusting. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm being mean, y'all. I didn't mean none of what I said. Just scratch all of that off the record. This is all being jovial. I'm being jovial, right? You know, I don't think there are any women on earth, especially our sisters. Shout out to the beautiful black, awesome black sisters out there. Or is it this way? Is it black power? I don't know. I don't even know if black power really matters. But nonetheless, I'm sure that there are no women out there who are only having babies for the benefits that they can collect from these kids. Hashtag babies for benefits. Sure, they're not doing that. I'm sure they're not out having sex with thugs. Hashtag when you date thugs, you date death, which is an AFC hashtag. I'm sure they're not doing that. I'm sure that they are all nice, wholesome people. They own this whole freaking apartment complex. It's named in their name. I'm sure they own this place. I'm sure they're just renting it out to other low-income people. The fact that you have 5 people that appear to be, maybe they don't all live there, right? Maybe all of these women are married. Their husbands are just back there in the back playing cards or some shit like that. I'm sure they're all married. I'm sure they all had all of their kids inside a wedlock, right? I'm sure none of them have ever had an STD, right? None of this has ever happened. The reason why I bring all of this up is the fact that there is a baby dead. And if you ask me, the reason why I say all of these things is because of the fact that how you live, the choices that you make, where you live, who you date, who you have sex with, what you put up your nose, what you put in your veins, what you put in your stomach, what you tattoo on your face, to me, makes me think, what kind of choices do you make as a parent? Even the fact that what you wear, I think, is apparent as far as how you behave as a parent, how you want to be perceived. And if you perceive yourself that you want to be viewed at a high level rather than a low level, then I think that you would look the part. And if you look like shit like this, then I think that you probably are going to behave like shit. If you look like shit, if you smell like shit, if you live in shit, right? That almost was a song. All right, I'm done, guys. Y'all wanted me to go in. I don't mean none of what I said. I'm sure these ladies are awesome, beautiful black queens. I'm sure there's guys out there dying to throw wedding rings at each and every one of them with chest tattoos and titty tattoos and tramp stamps and all of that good stuff, right? Y'all know I'm going to have to cut this off on the replay, right? I'm going to have to cut this whole show off. Thank you, Sheila Cherry. Sheila Cherry, man, is killing it tonight, sending another $20 super chat. Says she didn't care. Thank you for your $20 super chat. Guys, let me go ahead and finish this video. I don't even need to show y'all the rest of the... I'll show it to you. I'll show y'all the rest of it.
Marbury Mansion home Sunday to share that Parks would be charged with her son's murder. His body has not yet been recovered.
I can't even get his body.
Can y'all get a hashtag no tears found? I don't know if maybe that's like a side effect of having tattoos on your face, is the fact that it blocks up your tear ducts, you know, inside your eyeballs, to where you can't produce tears anymore when you get face tattoos. Is that something that you can prove scientifically? I don't know if that's something you can prove or not. But maybe that's why tears aren't actually coming out of her face. Maybe that's why there's no moisture able to retreat from her eyelids, because she got face tattoos. That's probably what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever she was doing to him, I can't even get his body. It's messing my whole family up. I just feel like this whole investigation was too long. I think they should have been incarcerated her.
Now police plan to release.
Developing tonight, a babysitter charged with murdering a missing...
I keep forgetting about that creature. Come on, guys. Tell me she don't... Google search the NES video game, the Nintendo Entertainment System that came out back in the 80s. Shout out to my 80s babies. Google search the NES Bart versus the Space Mutants. Bart versus the Space Mutants. And tell me that I'm going to just do it for you. I'm going to be an asshole tonight. I'm going to just do it for you. Bart versus the Space Mutants. There we go. Comes right up. I'm going to show you guys a picture and tell me that she don't look like one of these alien creatures. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Where is it at? I see the Sprite for it. Can I get him to pull up? Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Giggity, good geek. All right. Oh, Just Jay is going to be an asshole tonight, boy. Woo-wee. Can somebody say, Lord have mercy? Now tell me that she don't look just like that. Oh, man. I might not even get flagged. They might just say, screw the flag, and we just going to go kick Just Jay's ass. I think that's what they're going to do. I think the people from Philly is probably going to come looking for me to come kick my ass about saying that this woman, this beautiful black queen, don't actually look like that. Am I lying? This is from an actual video game. Did I lie? Did I fabricate something? Is there something I said that was not factually accurate? Just asking a question. Does she not look just like that? Guys, I'm being dog serious. I'm being serious as a heart attack right about now. Bart versus the Space Mutants. It's a real video game. Thought I'd let you know that. Thought I'd let you know that. Let's keep going.
Toddler. 2-year-old King Hill was last seen in early July. He has not been found, but police are telling us more about the woman who is suspected of murdering him. Eyewitness News reporter Trang Joe joins us from outside of police headquarters for the very latest on this case. Trang.
Well, Jess, police say that they have no reason to believe that anyone else was involved in the death of King Hill. Police say they developed Tiana Parks as a suspect very early on because her statements to police just did not add up. 24-year-old Tiana Parks faces numerous charges, including murder and abuse of corpse in connection with the disappearance and death of 2-year-old King Hill.
Nothing that she told us turned out to be truthful.
King's stepfather, Marvin Reese, reported him missing on the night of July 8th after he realized Parks did not have the boy. He said King had been in Parks' care for about 2 weeks.
According to Mr. Reese, he has known Tianna Parks for several years, and Parks oftentimes assists him in caring for the toddler.
Police say the last confirmed sighting of King was on July 5th.
We know without a doubt that King Hill was deceased before the police were even notified.
With the help of the FBI, detectives uncovered cell phone video that they say confirms King was killed, but many questions remain.
We don't right now have the mechanism of King Hill's death. We don't know the date of his death, and we don't know the location of his death, nor do we know where Ms. Parks disposed of his body. But we know, based on the evidence that we have, that he was in fact killed by Ms. Parks.
King's mother, Amber Hill, told Eyewitness News Sunday that detectives informed her that her son's body may never be found.
I can't even get his body. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she was doing to him, I can't even get his body. It's messing my whole family up.
Now, Parks is currently being held without bail. Meanwhile, police are continuing to search for King's body. They are asking anyone with information that may help in the recovery to contact them immediately. But for now, we're live outside of police headquarters. I'm Trang Do, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Jess, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Trang, thank you.
Well, developing right now, it's the grim news. No.
All right, guys, this is the last video, and then we're going to wrap up. Somebody said there is a GoFundMe. If it is, post the name of the GoFundMe in the chat, or if you're a moderator, post the link in the chat, and I'll pull up that GoFundMe if it's in there.
Family wants to hear. The family of King Hill says police have told them that the 2-year-old boy has been killed. Eyewitness News reporter Howard Monroe is live at police.
He's been killed. They have video evidence, but they don't have a body. That's just totally screwed up, man.
Headquarters where the investigation continues. Good morning, Howard.
Good
Good morning to you, Jim. Police, they have not confirmed this information. However, the boy's family tells Eyewitness News that detectives told them that the boy is dead. Also, they say they think they know who did it. Now, when King Hill went missing, his mother says that he was supposed to be in the care of his stepfather. Philadelphia police say King's stepfather reported him missing on July 7th. Police say that is when he realized a babysitter didn't have him. The babysitter told police that she gave the boy back to the mother. The mother, though, says that didn't happen. Now this family is left with more questions than answers.
You took something from me. How can you take something from a woman that you don't even know? How can you be jealous of?
Okay, I have a theory. Oh, we got 600 people watching. I have a theory that might make some people mad. Are y'all ready for this? And I'm gonna give credit to Sanji Watts for making me think about this. Sanji asked, why would she want the body? She could have had him alive if she cared about him. I have a theory that might get me in a lot of trouble. There is a GoFundMe. Let me see. King Hill GoFundMe. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Hold on. There might be a couple of GoFundMes. Oh, no. I got to do the Family Guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was created June 24th. Oh, no. What the hell? Okay, okay, so it might be, yeah, there he is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. There is a GoFundMe. Are you kidding me? All right, are y'all ready to hear my theory? Are y'all ready for this? Here's my theory about why the biological mom wants the physical body of her toddler back. Because maybe she could get some benefits from the body of her dead child. Hashtag babies for benefits. Let me tell you where I'm going with this, because I might get mad. And again, this is just a theory. This is not a fact. I don't know if this is BS or not. Here we go. I don't know if, because y'all know that some states, especially if there's a murder, the state will actually pay for the funeral of these little babies. But I don't know if there's a stipulation if you actually have to have a physical body in order for them to fund whatever it is or cut you a check. Another thing, if the funeral home or if anybody has donated for the burial or so-called set up funds, let's see. Even for this GoFundMe, let's take a look. So if the mom wants to deny this, then maybe she can call in and explain it. If you guys want to explain it on behalf of the mom, then you can call in, click that StreamYards link, and I'll bring y'all in a minute. Here's the GoFundMe page. The mom is asking for $10,000 and she don't even know where this baby's body is. 10 grand. Help King have a proper service. Help King have a proper service. 623 people watching. Click that thumbs up. I have a question. How is this baby going to have a proper service when you don't have the body of the baby to bury? Light bulb moment. Yes, they found 9 charges filed against the babysitter. That's correct, Kim W. Yes, ma'am. How can you bury a baby that you don't have the body for? Also, How can you know how much it's going to cost to bury a baby that you may not ever find the body for? Thank you. That's why I love Parker Lynn. Parker Lynn said, how would she have a policy for the baby if she has a GoFundMe post? So if she couldn't afford for her or her child, thank you, Miss Parker Lynn. And if they disagree, you can call in, click that link. I'll post the link in there for y'all so y'all can call in and tell me what you think. That's the link. I'll bring y'all in here in just a moment. 614 people. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity. A cremation costs $2,000. But guess what? You can't cremate anything unless you have what? Can somebody post it in the chat? Don't worry, I'll wait. You can't bury a baby and you can't have a proper funeral. You can't lay a body to rest unless you have what? Apparently a GoFundMe. I guess the body doesn't mean anything. But they have a GoFundMe up. They already know how much it's going to cost to bury a baby that they don't even have the body for, that they're not going to be able to have a service for because they don't have a body. And y'all can see that Amber Hill is the person who created this GoFundMe as of 10 hours ago. So that means she knew that she was going to be able to collect some benefits from this baby. She put up the news link and, of course, wrote out this small statement. I say it's a small statement because I believe that if you're going to ask for this inordinate amount of money, $10,000 from the goodness of white people, because it ain't black people donating this money, it's mainly white people. But if you're going to ask for that kind of money, I think that you should donate $100 to somebody to write out a full statement as to why you're asking for this money. GoFundMe is not life insurance. Heller, can anybody post that in the chat? Life insurance and GoFundMe is not the same thing. Heller. Life insurance and GoFundMe are two different things. If you're going to have a child in this world, then you should be held responsible for having life insurance. If you do not have life insurance, then you should not be allowed to create a GoFundMe. But guess what you won't need if you have life insurance? A fucking GoFundMe. How about that? Go figure. But not only that, there was, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I did also find this. Do y'all research and y'all look this up and tell me what that is. Says King Hill is the organizer, created June 24th of 2020. There's no information in here. Out of Kansas City, Missouri. So this might be something completely different. But there was a GoFundMe that popped up. I don't know what that is. But just thought I'd throw that out there because it came up under that baby's name. But let me go ahead and open up this StreamYard and I'm going to give y'all my closing thoughts. So the studio is open. If y'all want to call in and tell me how much of an asshole I am, feel free. StreamYard is open. Let me switch my camera over to webcam. DJ Just J is in the house. And the studio is open. For anybody who wants to call in and tell me where I'm wrong. Let me give my closing thoughts. Let me go ahead and close this thing out. The moral of this particular story, to end this thing off, guys, is just the fact that I believe that the way that this baby changed hands between a stepfather who has no biological tie to this baby, from him to a woman that the mom did not know, and for how many times that that's happened, and for the mom to not know the whereabouts of her kid at every waking moment, to me, is alarming. It's disturbing, and I think it's wrong as a parent. All of these actions should be questioned because I think that there comes a high level of responsibility when it comes to having babies, in my opinion. And I think that if you're going to have babies, you should be able to withstand the questions and you should be able to withstand the scrutiny when people like us come a knocking at your door and asking you, what happened to this baby? There should be clear answers, there should be concise answers, and there should be accurate answers. If we find out you're lying, then I think that they should throw the book at you, period. Because in this world, I believe that babies' lives matter more than grown adults. They are the next generation coming in, and I believe that we should give these babies a fighting chance. Hashtag advocate for children first, like the t-shirt says. I want to wish an RIP to the soul King Hill. He deserved to grow up to be something great. This baby right here deserved a chance. He could have been the one to save your communities. He could have been the one to save the United States. He could have been anything. We don't know because we didn't give this baby a chance. He deserved better. And I think that his life should serve as a cautionary tale that as parents, as caretakers, as step-parents, or whatever you want to call it, we got to do better by these kids. Put them first. Put them first and advocate for them first. All right? R.I.P. young soul. And we're going to go ahead and end it right there. This is your boy DJ Just J. This is not a me thing. This is a we thing. We're the AFC where we advocate for children first. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Don't come here for the news. Come here for my commentary. Don't get mad at my words. Get mad at what's happening to these babies.